FLIKO.
How is everybody doing? I know we have a lot of different time zones in here, but I'm glad we're all together right now. Today is a good day. Every Monday that we're together is a good day. JD, Beck, and Domi Keys are judging. If you know JD, Beck, and Domi, then you're fans of JD and Domi. They've been on the stream before, but they've never judged today. They are coming later to judge. Your gifts are just like they've been the last few weeks. First place, Voclia Music Doubler Studio Kit. It's a microphone that can turn anything you sing into MIDI. It's crazy. You can also control oscillators. I think you can go wow, 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 control oscillator. Didn't know. First place is a piece of gear that we'll send out to you tonight. Second place is Isotope RX8 Advanced. Third place, H9 plugin series bundle from Eventide. Second place is $1,200 worth of plugins. Third place is $1,100 worth of plugins. Fourth place, Auto-Tune Unlimited for 1 year. Fifth place, Soothe 2. Sixth place, XO from XLN Audio. Seventh place, Spiff from Oak Sound, who makes Soothe. Eighth place, $100 from Drum Broker. Ninth place, Serato Sampler. And 10th place, Auto-Tune Unlimited for 6 months. When I say Auto-Tune Unlimited, that's the 4th place gift and the 10th place gift. That means every single plugin that Antares makes for the next foreseeable future. Come on. The sample is a new streamer. It's a friend of mine. It's someone that I've produced for, a collaborator, a friend. I've been in a music video for this person. I've hung out with this person many times outside of making music. They have come to stream. They've been doing well so far, from what I understand. This is your sample.
Seeing dipping dots. Ready for the club. Hey, I'm going back for dancing.
Okay, Guap is your sample for today. Guap is your sample for today. They're acting super chill right now. I don't know if they're gonna keep this up, but they're just being like super like mellow at the moment. So we'll see. Yep. But JD and Domi are here. First up for today, Wizard, JD and Domi are your battle judges. Let's see what they think.
Outro.
Actually, it would be one of the best ones though, because usually it's like these shitty lo-fi beats, and this is, well, considering what sample they had to use, this is tight.
I can't tell if, I guess that's a W.
You know what's missing though?
I don't know.
You know what's missing?
You know it's funny when you just put the beat on and you can't like not laugh. Like it's not. It doesn't even matter what music.
Vlog outro is crazy.
Go
ahead, Domi. What's missing? Domi, what's missing? Domi, what's missing?
It's missing Drake saying on Valentine's Day
I had sex. Okay.
Come on.
Oh my God! All right.
That's actually.
I feel like your mix was really good. I'll say that it was really clean. I could hear everything, even regardless of how I felt about anything. I could hear it all. Let's keep it moving. You're in first place, Wizard, right now. I'm just gonna let JD and Domi speak for themselves. Next up is betobeats. Let's go. All right, that's the 1 minute mark. Don't cheat, don't cheat, don't cheat. You only get 1 minute. How do we feel?
That sounds like, you know, like if you were in like a hotel lobby, but like one of the fancy ones, and like you took your iPhone up to the speaker and you like recorded it, and then you made a beat after.
So like you were in an Aloft lobby, and then you went from there to right to Ableton.
That's what, yeah. Sounds like the sample.
Okay, Domi, thoughts?
You know, it's deep.
All right.
That kick is nice.
Yeah, I actually like that. One thing was bothering me on the...
Someone said we have Flume at home. Go ahead.
No, it's just like on a percussion sound that was like super fucking late, and it just didn't feel good. Like one particular sound.
Wasn't a good swing.
It wasn't a good swing.
How do we know if we're someone who is aware that our drums are stale, our shit isn't really like moving the right way, but they have the right sounds? Because everybody has good sounds now.
Right.
How do you find out if something's not really fitting or it is? Because like I think a lot of people have trouble with that here. With like as soon as they get off the grid, everything is a question mark. You know what I mean? Now it's like, oh, is this too late? Is this too early? Do these two things work together? If this thing's early and this thing's late, how do you judge that, Domi? Like, what makes you feel like it's off? It's just instinct, or is it like?
But for me, when it's off a grid, doesn't mean it's like it's experimental. Like you don't just fuck around off a grid. It has to be off a grid, but in a regular pattern, so it still feels good.
Also, if you can't hear the chord because your kick is like perfectly layered
Quantized with it, yeah, it doesn't.
then you've already failed.
Such a good reason. It's like a lot of people I think all the time are always like, oh, I want my shit to be more interesting, or I want it to feel more natural, or I want it to have more bounce or whatever. But it's also like a mix thing. When there's different things hitting at different times,
It's gonna make it easier for the mix.
there's more space for everything. Yeah, big knowledge bomb. First or second place?
Oh, out of the two, that's probably first, and the other one's second.
Okay, first place for right now. Beatso, you're in first place. Cat Brainstorm, get the fuck out of here. Next up, Koj2. Let's get it.
Scalar.
The 11s, isn't it?
11s. That, honestly,
That's actually good.
that sounds like if Metro Boomin was the DJ for Elon Musk's orgy.
Holy
Holy
shit.
fuck.
What? What does that even mean?
Play it again. Like, play that shit again.
You know what? I think
Right? Picture it.
Luna.
it's just to me.
She
It's
feels
just
the same way.
It's just too easy. It's just too lazy.
I feel you.
He was like, all right, I'm gonna sample that shit, and then I'm gonna put the E flat triad on the piano. It's gonna sound, you know.
I feel like that's what
It's
you
just a
would have
little
made if
lazy.
you were like super depressed at Berkeley. like
Like
back,
in your
like back
dorms?
in the day.
You're in
That,
your dorms. And
nah, because that kind of bounce and sound came from like Carmack era. I feel like it's you got to be a Carmack fan to be chopping up samples with that kind of bounce. But regardless, 1, 2, or 3.
That's honestly 3.
free.
I'm
Free.
Yeah, I feel bad rating people.
Yeah, that's weird.
They asked for it.
Okay,
Really?
alright.
They
Like,
participated.
they
They
said
knew you
this
were
is-
the judge. They said, okay, I'm going to go up and see what they think. You guys are trailblazers.
What is that?
You're trendsetters.
What is that?
Trailer park.
English.
No,
come on.
no, it's not. All right, forget it. Next up, Botsfuneral. How do you pronounce that, Domi? Botsfuneral.
Probably.
Someone's.
How are you supposed to?
That's
How do you not
Why
know?
would you name your beat that?
Rip us apart. Oh no.
Someone said big titties type beat. Sounded like diarrhea.
Someone said Augustus Galloop type beat. Do
I
y'all
mean-
even know who that is? That's
No.
the fat kid who drowned in Willy Wonka.
Wait, what?
Willy Wonka?
Wow. I mean, that sounds like, you know, like if you're with a rep for a company and he's like, yo, I make music too.
Oh no. No!
It's not that bad.
Oh,
That
no.
might have been the most accurate roast in the history of the beat battle. For people who have no idea what we're talking about, acknowledge that JD is a king. For those who have no idea what we're talking about, a beautiful thing starts happening whenever music starts going well. Maybe you're in a band, maybe you're a producer, maybe you're an artist, whatever it is, but you start getting some followers, maybe you start getting paid for your music, and slowly companies say, hey, do you want some free shit? Or maybe you could use our stuff when you're on stage or in the studio, and people give you free shit, but there's always a person you have to deal with. There's always someone who's like the rep for the company who shows up and they're like, oh yeah, you fucking 16-inch Tom, sick. Like they just start coming, just like naming shit in the studio every time they get there, because like they're really in an office all day, like planning like all this shit for their companies. Say they fucking work for a guitar company, a drum company, a bass company, whatever it is. But when they finally get to come to the studio, it's like they make it seem like they're there all the time. They're never there.
Never.
And they get to the studio and they're like, oh, fucking MacBook?
Sick.
MacBook's lit.
What year's that? Dub, you running Ableton on that thing? Like how many, what fucking core processor you got? It's like, just shut the fuck up. Just drop off the shit you want to drop off. Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I won't use it. But they always get to this one point when they're giving you something and it's like, okay, here's the free shit we're going to give you. And you're like, wow, a company's giving me free shit. That's so tight. And then the catch happens.
Yep.
And the catch is, yo, actually, I've been making some shit too. I downloaded like that kit you put out a couple years ago. Like, I've been like working on some shit. Could you mind like before I go? And you have to say yes because they just gave you something free. Like they just gave, whether it's whatever the fuck it is, some equipment they gave it to you for free. You're like, yeah, all right, play that shit. And then literally it sounds like this every time. They're like, yo, I played the fucking Heineken cart at EDC 2016, and we had a crowd, like we had 50 people going fucking nuts.
Shit was wild. He played this.
All right, put them 1 through.
That was the last one. That's
All
the
right.
You want a duck
I
treat?
mean,
Do I want a what?
You want a duck treat?
No, but can I feed it to Luna?
Yes.
Hey, Luna.
He's waiting for
Yes,
it.
do you want a little treat?
dude, I swear, I had a guy come
That's too
bring
big for you.
mics. You know, like he makes custom mics and shit's awesome. But he was like recording me, and he heard like something in our room. It was like the ceiling was like bouncing off, and he was like, "Yeah, like if you want me to get it treated, you know, I got you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll think about it." And then he came back to like pick the mics up, and he was like, "Yeah, so are we gonna do the treatment stuff?" I was like, "I don't know. I gotta think about it. I don't, you know."
It's money.
Yeah, and also it was like I didn't notice a difference, like
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "All right, well, if you want to get serious about your recording, hit me up."
Oh,
and then he
dude.
left.
You wanna
I
talk-
was
you know
like,
what?
Yo,
You wanna talk about
who
this?
says that?
The other day, I met this person who literally actually is like a genius at recording. Like they make unbelievable recordings and shit. And they've worked with like all these big people or whatever. But I went over to their studio and they were like, oh, da-da-da. It's like, not like you're one of those kids using all that fucking UAD bullshit. And I was like all my shit is UAD over here. And I was like,
No.
yeah, like I would, yeah, that's lame. And then this dude's just being like, yeah, the converters in those things are fucking shit. It's like, I'd rather have fucking analog audio than that fucking prosumer bullshit. And I was like, prosumer? What the fuck does that even? And this dude just started shitting on all my shit. And then the next morning I was installing a UAD Apollo X16 in my studio that I already bought like 3 days ago. And this dude's just like, yeah, well, have a good one. Like, da-da-da-da. And I'm like,
who are you?
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Shit on all my shit.
It's like people expect every up-and-coming producer and even, like, just, like, even big-time producers to have, like, a fucking SSL console.
Yeah, literally.
Like, they're like, yo, like, why aren't you, it's like, I don't know.
You're not breaking this down on the board to 64 tracks?
Right. It's like, yo, I use a computer to make my music
Maybe
anyway. Like, I don't want to fucking...
Maybe I don't have
like,
$100,000.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, old dudes will say a sentence to you, and to me,
Exactly.
to you guys, I'm an old dude, but old dudes to me will say to me, like, yeah, so first we run it through the console, then put it back on tape, then might drop it into Tools for the final mix, and I'm like... Just like that little sentence you said right there, cost $150,000.
No, even more for the tape. That
minimum.
Shit was probably like.
It's fucking insane.
You're not dropping $300,000 for your first
set.
demo. Like you're not living.
Yeah, till you hear these drums in the studio, you never really heard drums.
We're at Abbey Road this week. We got fucking Martin Garrix here. Like, it's like what?
Sick.
Someone said $100,000 to nudge the volume. Literally. All right. Anyway, someone said old dudes get out the chat. Relax. All right, let's keep going. Botsfuneral, you are in last place right now. Subtroll up next. Let's go. Fucking thing the whole damn time.
I know, and why does it?
Is it
the
supposed to be
keys
a
sound
loop?
like splice?
It
sounds like a splice. It's not like.
There's always one of those in there. It's just a little boring. It's like it's just like there's nothing about that's gonna keep anybody's attention, even if it's not supposed to be foreign artists. Like,
yeah,
all you're doing is layering that sample over like the most basic like house splice chord change. It's like you got to have a lead, you got to have something more interesting, you got to have drums moving or swinging or more interesting sound choice. Like, there's just nothing that's grabbing anybody from that.
You just need Danny DeVito on that one.
Yeah.
What?
I swear. Like, you need some contrast.
You need Bill Cosby on this one.
All right, you're good. I will get kicked off stream. Nothing will happen to you. I will just get kicked off the stream.
For that? And my joke is not as bad as some of the beats.
Oh my God, Domi, we had. Next up. Next one. Where do you put Subtroll?
I'll put him one above the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, one above the last one. Disto, you heard it. One before last right now. Next up, we have Tips. Let's go.
It was good when I didn't know the runs. I feel like he really killed the drums, but
Say they. We don't know who it is.
Oh yeah, they. Sorry, my bad.
They really
I'm
what?
from Texas.
They really what?
Fucking,
It's your mom.
I don't know. They were like, it sounded like, when you get the sample and then it's like you chop it up a bunch and then you end up like pulling the sample out, like filling spaces, but then it ends up just being like the original sample by the end of it. that's what that felt like.
I liked the texture.
Yeah,
of
it was good. It
had like this
bad.
kind of distorted thing to it in a cool way. Like I like just how like
Kia commercial. That was.
It sounds like
real.
you had a water park.
That was real. Yeah, it sounded like a Hawaiian Falls beat.
Yeah, you're about to like.
is
You
that,
know,
is
slide
that
on
a
the-
compliment?
Kinda.
Well, kind of. It's a vibe. It's a pocket.
It's a pop.
It's
know?
a pocket.
It's definitely not jazz.
1 through 6.
1 through 6. That's like 4.
4.
You heard it here first.
Actually, no, it's 5.
Tips.
Boo-boo.
Tips. You're in 5th place right now. Disto, put him in 5th place. Someone said it's a pocket.
It's a
Massive.
pocket.
Jaronblesheuvel. I don't know. Beats.
Pocket type beat.
How do I say Jaronblesheuvel? Run it.
Y'all get pussy type.
26 seconds. You didn't even let it roll half the allotted time. You were confident in that, huh?
You know what?
Very confident.
I'll say this.
Someone said Wii Sports, but the disc is skipping. Jesus. All
I
right.
mean, like every sound in it was really sick. Like even the keys, the sound was cool.
Just the
But
content.
it's like the rhythm of it.
Yeah.
It feels like
Two
like
chops.
if you like listened to Dilla for like 6 hours, but like really didn't listen to it, and then like tried to make a beat like that. And I'm not saying that's wrong,
damn.
Goodness.
but it's like I don't know.
It's like JD's reviews of the beats like cut through you in a different kind of way. You know what I mean? Like it slices through your soul.
I just want the best for him or her.
Well,
Them.
Oh yeah, that's better.
I kind of.
I keep quiet.
It's fine.
I'm sleepy, dude.
It's fine. Go ahead, Domi.
I feel like they wanted to be like chopped up, like kind of like a chopped up like
Yeah.
thing, but it was too quantized anyway. So it felt like okay, you just muted like.
Yeah, I feel like if they,
it's
I feel like if they didn't like, if they let it, because they wanted it to be chopped, but like if they didn't like force it to be back on the beat,
yeah,
they would have made it sound like smarter.
There's a way to make it more.
It
interesting.
actually no, it sounds too smart right now,
It needs more flavor.
or it just needs more like
It's too fake smart.
sadness.
Okay.
I feel like you like had way too much goodness happening that day.
1 through 7.
That's like 4. I'd actually give that 4. I think because of the sounds and like
Sounds were really good.
the attempt. It wasn't that bad.
Disto, run it. 4. Stigma 7000. We have 3 beats left.
Yeah, I don't know.
You only going. That's it.
You
If
really,
that's what you
Who
start,
hurt you, JD?
If that's what the beat starts out like, I'm. It sounded like the cave intro. Why does everybody put that in their beats now?
JD is on Timbo time right now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone said NFL Street. Someone said Winter X Games theme.
you know what it is? It's the soundtrack to Walk of Flock of Flame cooking vegan blueberry muffin. You know that video?
Yeah,
No.
it does sound like that.
Yo,
it sounds like it should be.
It
in
sounds
that
like
video.
the soundtrack of that video. It's Walk of Flock of Flame cooking vegan blueberry muffins, and it's hilarious. And it
It's
sounds
actually
like that
good.
would go on that.
But honestly, I think that's too nice because that video is too good. That sounds.
Blueberry type beat.
I can't even think of something to say.
I don't know. I mean, either.
And like that's almost worse.
I'm gonna have to run it back. It really does sound like Mission Impossible. It's got like a real Mission Impossible.
And you know what?
It's like if they recast Mission Impossible, but they tried to do like the 2021 urban version, and they kicked Tom Cruise out. You know what I mean? And they tried to like recast it with like young, cool people. Like ASAP Rocky is Mission Impossible.
You know,
what
I feel like that's the beat. You know, like when you go to Guitar Center and you go to like the producing section with like all the monitors and stuff on the computer. I feel like when you walk up to the computer and you open the DAW, like whatever you want to use, and you click play because like there was a previous session on. Yeah. That's what was on the computer.
1 through 8. Oh my God.
Like
Luna.
7. Because the other bit was worse.
7. Disto. 7. 7. Daddy Stovepipe up next. We have 2 beats left. Let's go. I'm overwhelmed.
And I will say this. I'm only being this mean because, you know, we want the best.
We want the best.
We want the best, guys.
I think that's really the truth. Luna wants the best too. We want the best for you. Some said you guys are serial killers. No. We're serial motivators.
I saw Kenny in a serial killer movie.
And we'll kill you if you're not being motivational.
You remember when I air horned your house?
Yeah, I remember when you air horned my house. Stop. Use the sample well, really.
Yeah.
Little simple. What are thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think we can talk about overbeats like that. You've never put a rule like it has to be like a minute, but it's not supposed to be like the same loop over and over, right?
Definitely not.
You've never said
no.
So I think
it's supposed to. The people who win the most evolve and do different shit. And have 2
they have
beats
B
and
sections.
Like, yeah.
So y'all ever heard of that?
Even
if you section.
A B section.
It's crazy, right? Like it's like when you take the song and then like you write another part that ties in.
And now there's 2 loops.
A C section.
Yeah, right.
There's loop A.
A C section.
And there's loop.
Not the one like you're to get born.
Stop.
But like a C section in a song.
Stop. A section and B section means there's 2 different themes, 2 different things that have 2 different chord changes, 2 different melodies, 2 different sample chops, whatever it is. A lot of people in here are just have an A section they rework over and over and over and over.
Yes.
Churchgrim Art said, Jazz Coin rendered and in your Twitter DMs. Jesus.
You know what? I will say.
Oh my God.
It feels like every beat is mastered with the same thing. Oh, someone actually did it. Oh.
Jazz Coin.
That's actually crazy.
I'm weak.
1 through 9.
But why is he always like the face of jazz?
That's true. Herbie's still alive?
Yeah, Herbie's still alive. Even Jacob would say
Wayne
that
Shorter
Herbie's.
is still
Wayne
alive?
Shorter is still alive.
I don't make jazz. Why don't y'all have a discussion about this at the fucking round table that you guys all sit at together? I don't fucking know.
That's
Montreal, whatever fest.
Montreux jazz.
Yeah, y'all sit together and
Montreal jazz.
whatever the fuck. Y'all get together. You talk it out. I have nothing to do with this. Back to the fucking beat battle. Where are you putting Daddy Stovepipe 1 through 9?
9. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I mean,
9?
actually, no, because I forgot what the
7.
other one. Isn't that
7.
bad though? I mean, like.
It is hard to keep up with the thing.
They all get gifts.
They all get gifts?
Everybody gets a gift. Top 10.
Oh, that's cute.
So then
okay,
7.
then 11. No, I'm just kidding.
7. Daddy Stovepipe, you're at 7. Disto running. This is our last beat for today with JD and Domi. FlannelLewis. Let's go.
Somebody listen to Farrah.
1 minute mark. That's the 1 minute mark. How do we feel?
You did it.
Can you play?
That's number one, you think?
No,
you
can
did
you?
multiple parts.
Oh,
you
there was a
play
B, yeah.
What is
You made
number one
different
right now?
parts?
I forgot what our number one is.
Luna. Number one right now is Beto. It was the second one.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's
The
number
last
one right
one's the first number
I think
one.
so.
I think yeah. this
So
last one's
FlannelLewis first place.
I think so.
I think
Let's
so.
go. FlannelLewis, you are in first place in the last second. Let's go.
I'm not.
Oh, it's Beto like ghetto. Okay, it's pronounced Beto Beats. Beto, you're in second place now. And FlannelLewis, you're in first place. That's going to be our battle for today. What are our gifts? What are our gifts? What are our gifts?
Fleshlights.
Flashlights.
Not fleshlights.
Let's go. I'm 18. I can say this.
No,
shit now.
we're not giving out fleshlights. The gifts for today will be FlannelLewis, you're winning the Voclia Doubler Kit. You are winning a microphone that can turn anything you sing into MIDI. It's a beautiful thing. We'll ship it out tomorrow. Betobeats, you're winning Isotope RX8 Advanced. It's $1,200 worth of plugins. Holy shit. Third place, wizxrd, you're winning the H9 plugin series bundle. That's $1,100 worth of plugins. Fourth place, Koji2, you're winning Autotune Unlimited for 1 year. Every single plugin that Antares makes. Jaron, you're winning Soothe 2 in 5th place. Subtroll, you're winning EXO by Excellent Audio in 6th place. Tips, you're winning Spiff. DaddyStovepipe in 8th place, you're winning $100 from Drum Broker. Stigma 7000, you're winning Serato Sampler. Botsfuneral, you're winning Autotune Unlimited for 6 months. JD and Domi, thank you so much. Real quick, your wild card for today is Omen Robot. What the fuck?
Wait, that's the whole beat.
Is that the whole beat?
Yo, that's number one. For sure.
Omen Robot, you're the wild card for today. You win a sample pack from Hellberg. Hellberg, get in contact with them however the